What's going on? It's your boy Caesar, and welcome to another Culture Talk where I'm bringing hip hop, fashion, sneakers, sports, anything in the black culture. I'm discussing it and talking about it. Anything in black Chicago culture, I'm talking about it and I'm discussing it. So, a trend I want to talk about in this episode is the celebrity boxing game. You know what I'm saying? It seems like that shit's taking off now, especially with the rappers and you know what I'm saying? So, if y'all didn't know, Blueface fought this weekend, and J.H.E. Rooga from Chicago, he fought this weekend. J.H.E. won his, you know what I'm saying? Rooga won his match. Blueface didn't. Blueface lost. You know what I'm saying? Blueface got literally knocked out the ring. So, I don't know the dude he was fighting, but I do know the dude J.H.E. Ruger was fighting. Um, this is dude named K Mac the Great from California. You know what I'm saying? He pretty known on YouTube. But yeah, man, I would have thought all the training Blueface was doing. You know what I'm saying? He been training. He been doing pretty much. He was training before he went to jail, and pretty much he been training after he got out of jail. So I would thought Blueface would have won his match. But apparently, dude who he was fighting, he trained too. He trained a lot too, not just Blueface. Um, so yeah, man. Blueface literally got knocked out the ring. Shit crazy. Um, but on the topic of the boxing thing, I think it's a good idea for these rappers, these entertainers to get in the ring and start settling their differences, man, instead of you know, picking up the pistol, you know what I'm saying, picking up the 30, the switch, whatever, man, and trying to settle their difference in these streets. Instead of sliding in the streets, slap them boxing gloves on and slide in that ring. I'm all for that. You know what I mean? And so like I said, J.H.E. Ruger, you know what I'm saying, he won his shit. And after the fight, he challenged G Herbo to a fight. Now I don't think everybody gonna be participating in that, especially somebody like like G Herbo. He ain't trying to put no gloves on. But I respect it, man. I really think with some tweaking to the rapper celebrity boxing thing, that shit could really take off, especially in Chicago. Where a lot of beef. There's a lot of beef, a lot of issues. I understand some things ain't gonna be able to, get hashed out in no ring, but for some beefs in Chicago, for some, problems niggas got amongst themselves. Some of that shit can be taken into the ring. But like I said, I'm not speaking on all issues relating in Chicago. Like some things, getting in the boxing match, I feel like not gonna resolve everything. But I think for some issues that niggas got in these streets, they could take that shit in the ring, man. Like I said, I think that's beneficial, man. That'll save lives if we can, if they can tweak it to where, all the contenders get, a slight bag on it, throw this shit on YouTube. Damn, everybody eat. You know what I'm saying? I think that's beneficial, man. Cause I think that ultimately would save lives, man. So it's a good idea, man. Like I said, with a little tweaking, that shit could really take off, especially in Chicago, man. I'm willing to see, young guys going in there, you know, throwing on them leathers and just settling their differences that way. So I'm with that, man. Yeah, let's get it, man. You know what I'm saying? So the other news, shout out Micheal B Jordan, man, for winning that Oscar for Sinners. Good movie. Good movie. I went to see it when it came out last year. I thought it was different as far as like on some vampire movie shit. It was very different how I think Ryan Coogler, don't know if that's his name, I'm fucking it up, but the director, I felt like the way he put a twist on a vampire movie, that was dope. You know, we not up there holding trophies a whole lot, so you know That's something major for the culture. That's a win for the culture. That's a win for Black culture. So, yeah, man, he's been around grinding for years, man. He was in a Wire, Fruitville Station, the Creed series, Black Panther. I think he did one or two movies that was on Netflix. I think it's like an army movie. That shit was dope. So man, he's been grinding, putting in that work. It's well deserved. Yeah, man. Yeah. He well deserved, man. Congrats. Well deserved. A win for the culture, man. That's what's up, man. So yeah, I just want to get into those topics on this episode. Nothing major, you know. So yeah, man. Like I said, I think with the boxing, I think, you know, I think the community, the culture would benefit from young guys going in that ring, settling their differences instead of going into these streets sliding. You know what I mean? So I definitely I'm with that. Would like to see more of that in Chicago, but that's what I wanted to get into this episode. Just those two topics, and I put up a post saying that I'm looking for and need an event or a space to record so I could bring on guests and interview. So I can't bring motherfuckers to my crib. No, sir. That's out the question, I might bring a few people who I know personally, but for the majority of the things that I got planned, I can't bring people to the crib. So uh hold on. Soon this shit will get bigger and bigger and bigger, man. I'm gonna put some bread into this shit. This shit gonna be major, man. Culture Talk, it's just more than a podcast. It's called Culture Talk Media. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be bigger than just this room I got decorated. I'm looking for an event space where I can record at constantly. And this shit just finna, you know what I mean? I'm trying to be $1 million worth of game in Chicago, man. That's what I'm trying to take this shit. You feel me? Trying to take off with this shit. Really trying to take off. Trying to be like I said, the drink champs of Chicago. You know what I mean? The Joe Budden of Chicago. So yeah, I'm really trying to step this up another level. So yeah, that's it. Stay tuned. Bigger and better coming. This Caesar, this Culture Talk. I'm out.